Okay, I'm going for a ride. I wonder where Timmy's at. He's not been home in several days. No, he's not. You know, I was just reading a piece on the news about this guy. I knew him, I knew his mama, and it was him and his brother, and they were living with their grandparents. Talmadge, and I can't remember his wife's name, Pearl. And one of the brothers, the older brother, for some reason, and he was just a kid, he was like 13 or 14 years old. And he got drinking, and he got drunk. Then he sat out in the middle of the road. My friend's not out there. But he sat out there in the middle of the road in the street, and the car hit him and killed him. And of course his grandpa and his grandma, they were just devastated. But they tried to sue the lady and her insurance company that was driving the car, but it was their fault, supposedly. Well, it got thrown out. They didn't win the suit. It wasn't her fault, it was the kid's fault. And if you wanted to blame, well, you can't really blame the grandparents. Kids do things. I've got to talk to these people. I want to get these aloes. But anyway, 3 or 4 years later, the boy that was killed, his brother was hanging out with some friends in town. And he run across this homeless man that was sitting out on a bench at the bus stop. And they said something to the homeless man. The homeless man said something to them. This is according to the news and everything. And so the boy went back to where he was living. And he got a baseball bat that belonged to his brother that was killed sitting in the middle of the road. And he went back out there to where the homeless guy was sitting and beat him up with the baseball bat. Beat him up with the baseball, killed him, murdered him. And then they arrested the boy, charged him with murder. By that time, he was about 16 or 17 years old. Well, he started saying it was because his brother was killed in an accident. It wasn't it was an accident. But he started, but anyway, the boy's still in prison for that. He got life. They charged him as an adult. He's got life without parole. But people don't want to take the blame for what they do. It's always somebody else's fault. And there's always situations where it might be, you know, I don't know. But there was two young men's lives wasted. And the grandparents decided they wanted to sue somebody else because his grandson beat up that man, beat him to death. Well, this place is open today. I'm going to see if I can get in there. German AKC Rottweiler puppies for sale. I'm going to see if I can get in there. Okay, I just talked to the lady in the thrift store there. She said if my wheelchair is brand new, she can swap me. So I'm going to come, they're closing right now, so I'm going to swap them and see what, I got to get in there and see if they got one that's smaller. How you doing, dear? How you doing, sir? Well, I'm in a predicament. I got to go to the bathroom bad. I wonder if I can go to that one over Family Dollar. Ah, man, that's going to be a problem. Let me get across the street. Okay, I got in there, I did my business. It was tough. It was tough. But I have a problem. Maybe what I want to talk about, what is that laying over there? Ain't no telling, baby clothes. Anyway, this, I'm going to go around here. People see me talking to this camera and they get, they don't like it. They look at me like I'm crazy. I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to talk about this while it's on my mind. This might be a this might not be appropriate. I don't know. But that's too close, really, isn't it? Yeah, that's close. Um, should I talk about this? All right. Hey, it's most men will understand it. I think will understand it. Some toilets sit lower than some others. And as everybody knows, men have balls. Yeah, I'm talking about balls, your testicles. And the thing about testicles, man's balls, when it's warm, like it is right now, the balls hang down pretty far. When it's cold, they withdraw back into your body because they have to maintain a certain temperature. If your testicles get too warm, it kills the sperm. If they get too cold, it kills the sperm. I hope, folks, I hope it's not inappropriate, but it's just a fact of life. But sometimes you sit on some toilets, and if it's warm, your balls hang further down. And if you get some of these regular toilets, when you sit down on that thing, your balls hang down in the water somewhat. It does. It's a fact of life. When it's cold, they retract. They go back up inside your body. And today it was warm, and for some reason the air is not working. And it was warm in there. And my balls got a bath. Dogs got balls. I hope it's not inappropriate, but that's just a fact. A lot of people might not know, especially the ladies. And a friend of mine, me and her talked about that one time. She was complaining they had to get a new toilet that was higher up because her husband's balls, every time he sit on the toilet, they were getting a bath. And she thought it was a toilet. I said, well, it is a toilet. A higher up toilet will prevent that. But so in case you don't know, if it's warm, they're going to hang further down. If it's cold, they will go back up. And she said, well, why is that? Well, I explained to her why it was. I give her a lesson there. And she's like, well, I never thought of that. Well, she knows it now. So they got a toilet that's higher up. It's a handicap toilet. But that's the reason. I hope it's ain't inappropriate, folks. I don't think it is. But mine just got a bath. And now I'm going to have to go home and change drawers and clean myself up a little bit because they got a bath and pooped in water. So I got to go change. But anyway, in case you didn't know, that's why when a man goes in the swimming pool, everything he got is shrinks. That was on Seinfeld one time. George Costanza was in the room buck naked, and this lady walked in, and she looked at him there. She started laughing, and he looked down there, and he realized he had shrunk, and he started screaming, "I was in the pool! I was in the pool!" I love Seinfeld. I love George. Anyway, that's the poop on the balls hanging in the water, and it gets cold when it does that. There you go. Now you know. All right, there's the can. There's the can. That's the second can today. I told my daughter, "Hey, quit messing with my cans." My plan, I'm not going to save them myself, folks. Not that much sense in money in it. I have to spend on somebody taking me to do it. And so what I'm going to do, when I get a bag full, I'm going to send them out there to the trash. Going down in this neighborhood. I haven't been down here in a few days. Boy, I hope I can get my camera. I'm so sick of this. And go down here. I ain't been down here in a while. Is that truck still broke down? That thing was broke down months ago. But no, it looks like it's fixed. And somebody said, one of my subscribers told me one time, said, "That is a sweet truck." Well, I guess if that's what floats your boat. It don't float I couldn't even get in it. No, it's not a sweet truck for me. It might be. I forget which one of my subscribers said that. But they said it. I'm looking in cans, you might notice. It's just my nature. I wonder, that's a well right there. I wonder if these people in this neighborhood's on well water or are they on city water. I don't know. I don't know. You might say, well, it's none of your business. Well, it's not my business, but I'm curious. I'm very curious. I love the way these people done their yard. Look at that. Look at that sago palm. I love that. I love that. That's a big old bump right there. Now look at that. That is gee, I got one. I don't know how to train it to grow up like that. They're hibiscus. Look at that sago over there. Isn't that gorgeous? That is gorgeous. So is that. Gorgeous. I hear a lawnmower going around over there. There's some more beautiful sagos. Can y'all see that? Beautiful. I wish mine was like that. Yes, I do. Y'all see that beautiful old oak tree over there in that yard? And see how it's just hanging over the street here? Beautiful. Old oak tree. A lot of years. Now I'm going to turn around and go back the other way. I hadn't been down here in a while. Now the trouble with these big old oak trees, sometimes the limbs fall. And fell it did, right on somebody's car. Got the car good, it fell, it broke out the glass in the back, scratched it up. There it is. Messed it up good. Alright, so much for that. Now there's something about, you know, I like seeing too much Spanish moss will get in. There's another name for Spanish moss. The reason people started calling it Spanish moss was they said back when the Spanish was taking over Florida and everything, they seen all this moss hanging down and they said it looked like the Spaniards' beards hanging down, so they called it Spanish moss. That tree's just verging on getting too much moss. That's good to put around plants and stuff. But if you look up over here over me, here's another tree with a bunch of moss hanging down. Just everywhere. And way back over there in the background, I don't know if you can see that or not, there's a big old tree in there. Got moss all over it. And right here, here's another tree. Got a lot of moss. Matter of fact, it's killing that tree. That needs to be demossed. If that was my property, I would demoss it. And I know how to demoss them. That's a dead end. You even got moss growing on the telephone and electric wires. Now I think I'll keep going this way. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'm gonna go back the way. I think when I go that way, I have to get on the side of the road, and I don't like that. But yeah, see all that moss? That's killing it. Actually, that's 1, 2, 3, that's 4 trees. And it's killing. This here is just, actually there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 trees here. A lot of moss. Can you see that mailbox? That's a bunch of Confederate jasmine that's growed around now. Post office don't like that. They said it's snaky. But right there it is. Mailbox in the cubby hole. I might put this in my I'm having lots of senior moments. What do you call that? Gee, I can't think of it. But that's a crepe myrtle fixing to bloom like crazy. If these people over here where all that stuff is sitting out in the yard, they had a garden out here. They spent a lot of money on it. Looks like they're not using it now. They gave me 10 buckets one time, but at that time they didn't have a fence up. Hey, buddy. Now, I'm going to go down this road down here. Am I a nosy neighbor or what? What am I? Maybe I'll name my title of this video, My Shrinking Balls. Oh my God. Oh no, I can't go down there. It's a dead end. Son of a gun, and I can't go down there. Can't go down there. Oh well. I'm gonna go back down that road I came. Yes, I am. I wish I could get my trailer hooked up. I'd do some trash picking. Yes, I would. Beautiful old trees. But you know what? Old trees fall, just like on that car right up there. It fell, broke out his window. I guess his insurance will pay for that, won't it? There's a guy mowing the yard over there. I like to drive one of them zero-turn mowers. One my daughter loves it. She used to drive one when she worked at Top of the World in maintenance. She did a lot of maintenance work over. That's been 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah, 6 or 7 years ago. I'm going to try and figure out how to get my hibiscus trees to do that. Oh, the water's running. How you doing? I love how you did that in there. Looks nice.
Can't hardly take care of the yard no more, really. I need to clean stuff out. I get so tired now.
Yeah. Hey, I see you have trouble walking. Yeah, I can walk just a little bit, but I can't, not much. I walked fine till about 3 years ago. COVID-19 got me.
I just had COVID.
Dang near killed me.
A month before last, I had COVID.
Yeah.
Me and my wife both. And then pneumonia.
Yeah.
Right at the end of the COVID, I got pneumonia.
Yeah.
I had pneumonia.
You don't know how important it is till you lose it.
I had pneumonia.
But
June,
at least you get around a little
June,
bit.
The one before.
Yeah.
And it damaged my lungs. Now I have no.
I wish I had a nice ramp like that going on my deck, but I don't. The VA is supposed to come out and do me one. They've been doing that for the last year, and I ain't seen it yet.
They did it for a friend of mine. That's really nice. The county did this for me.
Yeah.
It's a one-time shot.
Yeah.
I asked them for a shower.
But I sure like that way you got that done there. That's a lot of work too, keeping it like that.
Yeah, see, my wife's having to pick up my slack. I just give out. I give out walking get mailbox in the back.
Yeah.
I'm not give out, but you know, I can feel it. And just this little walking around I'm doing right now, you know.
Yeah.
But I rest and I recover real quick.
Yeah.
But I can't go there.
How long have you lived here?
About 19 years.
When?
19 years.
19 years?
About. I moved in 04.
Yeah. I just live down the street. I haven't been down and out. We rent. I made a mistake. I was getting sick a lot and wanted to move to town. And so we rented an apartment. And somebody come into my house that we moved up that I own, fair and square. Come into it, vandalized it. I had just had a new metal roof put on it. They actually took the daggone roof off the house. Took the windows out, then they set it on fire.
Oh, shit.
So now I'm stuck with renting. And I don't like that.
I hadn't rented much in my life, but I have two times. Well, yeah, 2 times. And that's before I got this. Things happened and you kind of down and out.
Yeah.
I was living down Bellevue off I-75, you know, trailer park. It was terrible. I hated it. Renting. And working with this guy remodeling houses. And we got this one to remodel. And I ended up buying it from the guy that remodeled it. You know, and,
well, I got to get back down towards the house. You have a nice day. Nice talking to you. My name's Russell.
I'm hearing Trinity.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's very nice that he's got there. Very nice. I like the way he's done that. Am I still recording? Yeah. Alright, there's the Japanese plum tree. I'll have to keep that one in mind. I'll just take a picture of your tree. Is that alright? Yeah. Okay, thank you, sir. Have a good day. That's a nice tree. He let me have it. And that thing's got blooms on it. I'll bet you that when the fruit starts coming ripe on that, I bet he'll let me take some off of it. Right there's where that beer truck, right when I was going down the sidewalk there, and that beer truck come up in and stopped, and I stopped, and he just sit there, and then I started pulling across, and he run into me. And lo and behold, what did the dauber do? He let him go. I let him go. I said, don't worry about it. The VA will fix it. And I don't know what in the world I was thinking. I could have got a brand new scooter out of that. I could have got maybe probably a few $1,000 payout in it. But you know what? My mind doesn't think that way. I don't know why. My mind just don't think that way. I wonder if this guy's over here. I'd like to go in there and talk to him. I think I will. I think I will. I think I will. How you doing?
How can we help you?
I'm just nosy.
You're just nosy?
Yeah. Y'all, has Spink's gone completely out of business over there?
Huh?
Spink's, has they gone completely out of business?
I don't know, man. I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was surprised when you went in here like this. I wonder what was going to happen with this. It sat vacant for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is your business doing all right?
Yeah, we're doing good. Thanks, God. We can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm out of business. They took my driver's license when I went to have them renewed.
Yeah?
Said I couldn't handle it. I think I can handle it, but you know it is what it is, so I can't drive. I would love to be able to jump in the car and go.
Yeah. So you know Spinks?
I don't know him. I bought a car from him in about 1984, 1985. I had a girl that worked for me, and her car broke down, and she was gonna have to quit her job. And so I went over here to Spinks. Now he had one there. I think he had $1,000 cash on it. And so I went back and got her and brought her back over here, bought the car for her, and she drove it back to work. And I just held so much out of her paycheck every week to pay for it. But it worked out. That's the only way. And I had a friend one time that went over there. Her husband went over there, and he liked this car. And his wife wears pants in that family. So he come home and he left $100 deposit on it. Well, his wife come back and wanted the deposit back. And that's a no-no. You leave a deposit on something, that's it. That's your intent to buy it.
Yeah.
And
I really don't know the guy. I never talked to him. Assuming he's a nice guy, but I don't know him.
yeah, I don't think he helps all that good.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He's got a big piece of property there, though. It goes back 2 blocks behind that,
Yeah.
and he's got garage doors all around it where it's closed in. But
Well, God bless him. I wish him the best on his health.
Yeah.
Because handling health is
Yeah.
hard. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Okay, you go right ahead, sir. Have a good day.
You too. God bless you.
Yeah. Not really. I don't really know. There used to be a store in here called Bargain Berries. It was a bent and dent store. And when I had property out in the country out there, I had a commercial building. And he come in there he called me up, wanted to rent it. They put a bent and dent store in at Bargain Berries. I don't know what happened. I don't see no Bargain Berries around here anymore. But he was doing a big business there for a while. Yes, he was. Used to be Bargain Berries. And this place over here is some kind of a health club. Them tires, people move them tires around just to build up their strength. And they do walk-arounds around this place. Yeah, they do. And that guy looks like he does a good business there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 cars going through the drive-thru. 4 cars. He's doing better than anybody else that's been in there. If I ever get, well, I got some spare money, but I got to have a daggone camera. Barbara left me some money to go have some dinner on her. Well, I got to save that money. Go ahead. Thank you, dear. Now, of course, it's not cheap to eat at these places anymore. Here is a Philly steak and cheese with 3 wings, $12.99 and a drink. 8 wings and fries with tea or drink, $10.99. I can't afford that. I'm tight with my money when I have to be, but most of the time I ain't got any money to be tight with. this and we'll cut across here. And go, let's see, where's it? There it is. I'm looking for the button. Well, they're still sitting here. Ain't nobody gonna, that's somebody's way of keeping down taking the trash. But that's missing a lot of them ears, and it's missing the arm. It's a little love seat. It'd be nice when it was new. Well, I wonder if that garage closed back here. Looked like it did. Yes, it's police. Yep, it's police. That's a pretty good size building. There was a garage back here. He must not have made it. If somebody wanted to have a smaller poster shop, that'd be ideal for that. I don't see no personal entrance. Is it on anything back here? Yeah, right there's the door. But yeah, that would be nice. A little smaller poster shop. I'd have to have a bigger one. Anyhow, I reckon I'm going to head back to the house. I'm going to head back to the house. Now, that's the scrap and blood in me. This is electric wire. It's so much a pound. It's about $1 a pound. Last time I looked, it's $1 a pound. Has it closed up? Has he closed up here? Ain't got no cars out. Well, he got cars out here.
He's not selling no more cars.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think he's selling any more cars.
Yeah.
Not much cars for sale.
Yeah.
But the office is right there.
All right. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Boy, I'm keeping an eye on this cactus. I want to watch it close. Oh, it's fixing to bloom right there too. I'll have to watch that. Well, I'm going to the house. By the way, folks, if you think it's inappropriate, tell me it's inappropriate. I don't know. Maybe I do know. But please leave me comments and thumbs up or thumbs down. But if I mess up, tell me. I make mistakes. Dauber ain't perfect for sure. Tell me, won't hurt my face. Well, it might, but so what? So what if it hurts my feelings? At least I know what you guys think. Okay, I'm at the house. I went in and changed drawers. I heard somewhere a lot of people don't change their undies every day, but I read there that it's important that you do that. I don't know. I try to. Anyhow, Ash, go away. Go away. But took a little ride. I think I covered a pretty good area. Talked to several people. Now, I'm going inside. I don't know what time it is. It's probably 4 or 5. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. I gotta get my battery charger hooked up. All that good stuff. Anyway, folks, that's my thoughts for today. I hope the balls thing wasn't inappropriate. But I'm sure it's happened to a lot of guys. I think. But anyway, that's my story. And it's hot today. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, my fingernails are dirty. I've been digging in dirt again. See ya. GoPro stop recording. My GoPro ain't recording. It's just sorry camcorder. I gotta reach up here and shut it down.